This is Strictly Business, presented by the Greater Bakersfield Chamber of Commerce. Sponsored in part by the law offices of Young Wooldridge, San Joaquin Community Hospital.
Good morning and welcome to Strictly Business. Strictly Business is a partnership between TBC Media, the Bakersfield Californian, and the Greater Bakersfield Chamber of Commerce. My name is Nick Ortiz. I'm the CEO of the Greater Bakersfield Chamber of Commerce, and please excuse my congested sound because I'm a little under the weather, but wanted to be here this morning to talk with our first guests of the segment, which are Marshall Johnson from Boys and Girls Club Area Director and Katie Allen from PG&E Media Relations to talk to us kind of about a cool program that's going on, has been going on for some years, but is about ready to kick off, and understands about giving jobs to youth in the summer. And it's insane that it's March already, and we're talking about a summer program.
Yes.
But nonetheless, it's time to start prepping for these things as well. So, Marshall, can you tell us a little bit about the program and how it works?
The PG&E Summer Jobs Program, we've been working with PG&E for roughly around 4 or 5 years
5
now.
years, yeah.
5 years now. And what it does is it's an opportunity for us to outreach to area schools and area teens to really give them job training. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the meat of the program. It's a 10-week program where we reach out and we give them as much advice and training on essential skills that they're going to need when they enter the workforce. And some of them are going to be entering the workforce, you know, really quickly. Yeah. So when we try to prepare them as much as we can. And after the 10-week program, they're going to be placed. We're going to select 55 of them to be placed in area businesses and local nonprofits in Bakersfield, and they're going to have a job for the summer. Mm-hmm. So we're going to select 55 of them.
Wow. Yes, and it's we had 300 last year that went through the 10-week course for the job readiness. This year, you said we have around 330.
330.
Which is fantastic. And this program, PG&E, funds through a grant, and we've done, like you said, for about 5 years. It is such a full, comprehensive program, and it is so phenomenal, really targeting the underserved youth here in our community, really connecting them, not only with those job readiness skills that you talked about, but actually connecting them with employment. Mm-hmm. So you're taking that next step where a lot of the programs don't necessarily have. This one does. This is my favorite program by far that PG&E funds. It is phenomenal, especially working with the Boys and Girls Club. There's nothing better.
Yes, definitely.
Obviously.
We're very grateful.
Yes, we are very grateful for your partnership. So this 10-week program really intensifies with the job readiness, the interview skills, how do you dress, just
all
the
those
basics.
Soft skills
that we don't necessarily learn. Exactly. And then we take that and they do interviews for these jobs. It's not like they're just handed them. They have to interview, and those that interview and receive the job get the 6-week paid internship paid by PG&E. And it not only pays them for their work, it also gives them allowance, for a better lack of words, for clothing, for transportation,
shoes,
for professional clothing. And so, like I said, it's a really full, comprehensive program. Not only connecting those youth with employment, but also the employers get free employment for the summer, which is great for our local business community here in Kern County. And a lot of these students, we've done this, like you said, for several years, they're getting these employees, and then they are having them, extend past our program. And they're getting full-time jobs, some of them, or part-time jobs after the program. So I just love this program. I could go on and on.
No, it's amazing. And I think one of the things that you are trying to do is really, get them early.
Yep.
Get them in a job state of mind early. Even if their plan is higher education after high school or something, most are probably going to have to work during that time. And so getting them in that, getting in that frame of mind, getting them those soft skills is, huge. I know even at CSUB, I serve on the Executive Advisory Council for the School of Business there. They are piloting this year a very similar program for, people who are about to graduate with their bachelor's, who may not have these soft skills, these interview skills, these, what we kind of take for granted when we're looking for a pool of applicants they're going to have. And, I think if you can get them as early as possible, that is, that's the key. That's the good point.
I went out there yesterday and we did some interviews with some of the kids.
Yes.
So that was actually really interesting.
No, it's great.
Very well prepared too.
And, by really, championed by their dean. And so the new dean of the business school. But, it's one of those things that just shows you that it's not you're not just going to focus on high schoolers. You can't just focus on, people who are going to graduate with their bachelor's. It's kind of a continuum of reinforcing what's expected from employers, and that can be tough.
Yeah, I mean, with what we're doing, we're pushing them for college as well.
Yeah.
And some of the sessions that we do with the Career Launch, which is actually a National Boys and Girls Club curriculum that help prepare them for the careers, it talks about the differences between jobs and careers, and that's the one we just talked about this week. And what type of careers you want, what type of what is your dream life, what is your scenario going to look like? Okay, now how are you going to get that? And so we kind of prepare them for situations, and
you give them a monetary amount. This is how much you're going to have.
Oh yeah, they played a game last night. It's a website game. It's called MASH. I don't know. It was an old child's game.
I used to play it. Yeah, I remember MASH, of course.
And so when they did it, but it's a calculator. So it calculates. Okay, you want 2 kids. Okay, are you going to want certain child care for that? Guess what? You're going to have
your kids have health insurance.
Yes. And that's part of
costs money?
That is really part of it. And some of them, they realize, I'm going to need at least $180,000 combined income to provide this type of lifestyle. So they kind of see it as like, so money doesn't come for free and out of my parents' pockets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So from the standpoint of employers, how can, maybe it's too late for this time, but, how can employers kind of get involved either with the Boys and Girls Club or through PG&E?
Well, they can still contact us. We're still accepting any local businesses and that want to place an intern and hold an intern at their site. They can contact us at 325-3730, and that's the Boys and Girls Club at the Armstrong Youth Center.
Okay, great.
I believe we had about 26 local employers that participated in the program last year.
Yes.
And they had, some of them had multiple interns. PG&E actually took several interns as part of our program, and some various. It goes for all basics things. It's small and medium businesses, nonprofits, obviously PG&E Utility. We had a television station take a couple of them and go out.
Wow.
So there's a lot of different opportunities. It was in hearing. I have attended the graduation. There's a graduation ceremony at the end of each program every year, and it is such a phenomenal time to see when they started at this job readiness with 300 kids, and those about 55 when they graduate.
Yeah.
The employers are there, the family members are there. They really have blossomed as individuals, and it's such a phenomenal program, like I said. And we're hoping everyone will want to get involved and of course support the youth in our community. And a great way to do that is by being one of the businesses to take an intern.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's free labor for you as well, and it turns out to be a phenomenal experience for the employees too as well.
Yeah, I think that's amazing, and thank you to PG&E for funding it, because we have had an intern in the past at the chamber,
great,
and so you can sign us up again as well.
Already signed up.
There
Good,
you go.
Done.
But no, I think there's still discussion about what a great employee that intern was, and what a great story, and I think it's a testament to what you are doing over there and how you're preparing these kids.
I was just going to say, it's a testament to the Boys and Girls Club,
Yeah.
really, because they're preparing those interns to go into the workplace, those 55 interns, and it's that 10-week intensive program that is preparing them for placement. And that really goes to the Boys and Girls Club because of all the work that they do. They are so passionate about the youth in our community, and that is obviously told through this program and dozens of others they participate here. So we just really appreciate their support, and so excited for this next summer jobs program.
I'm really shy right now. I'm blushing.
I could go on and
praise
on.
You're getting heaped.
I don't know what to do with it.
It is so true. He was talking about, talking about real life situations. The Game of Life is part of the Boys and Girls Club as well.
That's a huge event for us.
And that's a great event too. And they go around, and they talk about what career they have. They're given a career. Well, you're going to make $30,000, and then the next one they go, your car broke down. It's going to cost this much. They go through life in real life scenarios and see what that actually means and what you need to do to kind of think about, well, I want to do this, but what does it mean to have that career? What does it mean to get there? And what are the things you're going to run into? Because it's inevitable. Things are going to happen. Yeah. So
especially that moment right after you walk the stage when you graduate high school. It's like, you're an adult, figure it out. Thank you.
This is giving them those skills and those experiences.
And our staff, they do a really good job. Angel and myself, and we have another staff that really are heading this program up. But when it comes to the Game of Life, when it comes to these things, our whole site really pitches in, and you know, that's where I see it. It's like everybody is like, okay, what do you need? What do you need to get this done and helped with? And everybody really pitches in, and it's like, okay, I got this going on, but I'm going to help with this because we know this is such an important program, and our whole Boys and Girls Club really pitches in. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal event. If you've never been to the Game of Life, it's great.
Come on out.
We'd love to have you.
You can
Nick.
hold housing, or you can do you can be the mayhem card. You can hold the mayhem
I like
card.
that.
There you
Okay.
go.
Tornado just
right
kind
up
of
your
just-
alley.
Maggie, if you're
out.
listening, I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
may have
exactly.
been
Maggie's cringing.
replaced.
Maggie and Zane are cringing right
Yeah,
now.
I told Maggie. Maggie, we call her Maggie Mayhem, so she runs around with the
she
cards.
owns
so,
that. She owns
yeah,
that beat.
She's
Okay.
done pretty
Oh,
good.
I
They
don't
can
wanna-
do something else, I'm sure.
I don't want to get out of line with Maggie.
No.
But if you're looking at this, you know, how do you become one of these folks who are going to be in, or one of these youth that are going to be involved in this? I mean, are they Boys and Girls Club's client? How do you recruit? Obviously, you have your program set for this year, but maybe if there's anybody who's thinking about this in the future, how do they? How do they
We can
become
only
aware of it?
hope that we continue to get this awesome, amazing opportunity every year, because we're excited for it every year. But what we typically do is we reach out to all the high schools, and that's obviously ground zero. We go out and we really look for all these individuals and teens, and we get an opportunity to really talk to them in their classroom setting and let them know that this is a huge opportunity. And you know, sometimes we were able to really get into the classrooms and let them know, hand out the applications, and really get the Q&A back and forth, so they get a really good feel of what the responsibilities it's going to take, and really understand, okay, this is going to be a commitment that you're going to have to fulfill. And so we get out to the high schools, and then they return the applications. We were a little concerned at first because some of the high schools, we weren't getting them right back, but lo and behold, the day of the application,
the deadline.
we were just
Got a deluge.
It's actually a benefit to everybody. The social media that we do, the word of mouth that we have, and everything that we do with even the news that we do. They really push out the word for it. So
Great. Well, Boys and Girls Club of Kern County, always doing great things. I think, there's even some folks over at the Chamber right now working on our Youth Leadership Bakersfield program.
Great program.
So we appreciate everything you do for the Chamber and our community. Katie, always a pleasure to see your face and have
Always
you
good
on.
to see you, Mr. Ortiz. Yes.
Well, thank you. And then again, can you give that number if there are any employers who are looking to maybe participate in this? Contact Boys and Girls Club of Kern County at.
Yeah, absolutely. You can reach out to the Boys and Girls Club. You can contact Angel Dominguez. It's 661-325-3730.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for coming in. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Thank you.